That's just the opposite number. If you talk to those 26% and you really get under the bonnet or under the hood and find out why they like it, usually it's 20% is because of functionality. 20% of the reason why they like it is functionality. 80% has to do with the company you partner with, the consultants, the trainers, the people you work with that implement the software with you and take you from where you are today to the promised land. So 80% is soft benefits. 20% is hard. Yet our evaluation is 100% on hard benefits. So maybe you might want to be evaluating when you're talking to those customers, those objective customers, asking them a lot of questions about the service and support and how they help you, not just during the implementation, but how they've helped you since you've gone live.
The strongest leaders that I've worked with are not the ones that know technology better than anyone, or not the ones that are on board with the latest fads or trends. They're the ones that can just make hard business decisions, because that's what you have to be able to do to be successful in these projects. Like, you're not just implementing technology, you're making decisions around, am I going to standardize my operations? Which parts of my business am I going to standardize? What am I going to do when people complain and push back because they don't want to be standardized? They don't want to move to a common operating model. And what's going to happen when they complain that there's extra steps in the process now because we're forcing them to capture more data in the name of having better data and more structure in our processes? Weak leaders will just roll over, take the path of least resistance, and then that's what leads to more customization, more lack of adoption, and just overall failure. But the strong leaders are the ones that can sort of be tough in the eye of the storm, look just straight in the eye of the storm and be able to not flinch, when that stuff happens.
I think in the next couple of years, we will see a lot.
But we see even Eric Kimberling already mentioned, but I'm afraid that SAP can fall from the cliff, like DEC and like Kodak in the past. And like they all fell from the cliff because they were focusing on minis and they ignored the PCs those days.
Yeah.
And this is dangerous if you have all those, what we see now, all the money with trillions, what's going there in their market cap, that can be 10 times more effective, but only can be 10 times cheaper, but it is not the biggest money. The biggest money is in EBITDA. I can make, even when the price is good, when the guys are 4 times more effective, that is the money. The money is in the execution of the executive. And ERP will not help them. ERP is even handicapped for them.
Yeah, I would tell them that the architecture should be designed for what you want to get out of it, so you can trust it and you can trust the data and it'll answer your questions. You never want to design based on what the system can do or what the tools can do. Tools change, vendors change, new technology comes out constantly. I can't tell you how many ERP implementations start with system users wanting a brand new system, but they want it to do what their current system does today. That's a really horrible way to start an ERP implementation. You want to think about the future. You want to think about what kind of questions you're trying to answer and where your business is headed. And you want to design for that and for that flexibility. CFOs and CIOs, I think, need to guide the architecture and be heavily involved in architecting solutions that meet the needs of the organization, not only now, but into the future. If they focus on that, then they'll be in a much better position.
A lot of times it's like building the pyramids. It's just, you got to throw everything at it to make it happen. And I think if you lose really the human element of it, that's where things fall apart pretty quick. People get burnt out, people don't cooperate, people leave. You end up getting turnover on these projects. And if you have anybody from the leadership level or even people with, deep knowledge from within the organization leave or get burnt out during these organizations, that's a key loss that really contributes to the lack of success in these processes here.